Hello YouTube, in this video we're going to talk about the psychological effects of PED use and why you should stay natural. The reason why it's a topic that's not really spoken about is because, of course, the most visible effect of PEDs is on the body. So it's a surface level cosmetic effect, and there's also an increase in strength, of course. But stuff that people don't really realize with that is that it also carries psychological effects that, in my opinion, can be more severe than the health consequences. At least because it's hidden. It's not something that's seen. So unless you have someone who comes out and testifies that they took PEDs and that it messed them up mentally, it's not something you will be able to ever hear, because most of these people refuse to share the information because either they're ashamed or because they think it's going to make them look bad. Well, there's nothing to look bad at. It doesn't make you look bad. There's a truth behind it. Hormones are the reason why you feel good, are the reason why you feel confident, are the reason why you feel energetic. If your hormones tank, you're going to be depressed, you're going to be low energy. That's nature, that's everyone. So what happens when you start playing around with your hormones? Well, you're going to feel rather amazing. Why? Because you're boosting the hormone that make you more aggressive, that make you want to go out there and get stuff done, and you're doubling or tripling the dose that you usually receive from your body. So you're going to feel like you're on top of the wood. And this is the reason why, and I will make videos calling them out for it. This is the reason why TRT clinics are doing so well, is because they get men hooked on the feeling of high hormonal profiles. They tell them that there is no issue with their health and that they can stay at those high doses. And the men go with it, because if you've been in a rump or if you felt low and you have that magic fix of an injection and you feel amazing again, of course you're going to go with that, especially if the doctor who's selling you that syringe is not telling you about the side effects because they want to keep making that money. But the psychological effects of PED use can be brutal. First off, as I said, you're going to be on top of the mountain. So if you come off of them, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to just go back to normal? No, your hormones are going to crash below normal levels. So even if you had low T to start with, your T afterwards is going to be even lower, because you already had a body that struggled to produce its own T and you gave it artificial hormones. So why should it produce any hormones regardless? It'll stop and you're going to enter a depression. You're not going to want to lift anymore because you need to be at least somehow energetic to lift. It's going to affect your life. It's going to make you feel miserable. You might consider harming yourself. All of these things come directly from PED use. And there is going to be a dependency issue too, because you are going to become a junkie. It's something that people don't really talk about, and maybe it's because people don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. PED use is drug use. It's a hard drug that you inject in your vein. It's a dependency that is as severe as heroin use. You might not have the physical cravings, but mentally speaking, if you take a guy who's been injecting himself for months or years and you basically force him away from his syringes, I guarantee you the answer or the reaction you're gonna get is not going to be pretty, because the guy knows he needs that to be able to keep riding that wave of feeling good and feeling healthy, feeling strong. All of these things you can get naturally. Most of the guys who think they're low T and who get prescribed TRT should have just changed their environment, should have just started to embrace certain practice, should have changed their diets, they should have exercised in the first place, and their natural T would have raised to normal levels. But because they immediately jumped on the crutch, that chance of bettering themselves naturally is never going to come, and they're going to have to deal with the consequences later. So that is, for me, something that really needs to be put out there, because a lot of people who speak against PEDs only mention the health consequences that are physical or visible to the eye. They talk about the acne, they talk about the gyno, they talk about the heart problems, the liver problems. All of that is terrible, of course, and I'm going to talk about it too, but in my opinion, these things are going to either be there but be minor, like just they're just going to be nuisances, or they're going to take a long time to build up, and are going to threaten your life later. But something you're going to have to deal with immediately is going to be your mental state, because you live in your head 24/7, and the person that you are, your character, your personality, all of that is influenced by your hormones. So by injecting exogenous substances in your body, it's going to change who you are. Do you want that? I know that certain people hate who they are, and maybe they see that as a good thing, that is going to change the person that they are inside. But if you've made peace with yourself, if you've become your own best friend, if you know yourself and build yourself up for years, and you're happy with who you are, think about it. Because it's not going to only affect you, it's going to affect the people you love too, because they're going to have to deal with you and with the changes. They're going to have to deal with the hormonal imbalance, they're going to have to deal with the fact you're going to become completely lunatic. All of these things are going to happen here because of your drug use, of your PED use. And on top of the fact that the physical dependency is going to keep you shackled because you're going to want to keep your gains, as I said, your happiness is going to become linked to those products. So it's going to be a double whammy where you might try it once and be stuck in it for the rest of your life. This is the reason why people say about hard drugs that you should never even try them. Don't even give them a foothold, because it might be that one time where you try that's going to ruin the rest of your life. So that was the PSA. If you watch this channel, you should already be on board with that, but that's what I want to put out there. Don't do drugs. Stay away from them. Anyone who tells you that, oh, it's not going to do much and you can take that product for your mental health, don't listen to them. They're hypocrites, and most of the time they're coping because they know they've destroyed their mental health and they just don't want to admit it, and therefore they don't see anything wrong with you going down the same path. Don't go down that path. Stay on the natural path. Be patient with your gains and build yourself up. That's the goal of bodybuilding. It's to make yourself into a better person. And I don't think that PEDs do that for you. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day.